JP, last year you weren't an All-American for 7 years career. What did that do to you?
I think it allowed me to be here. I just said in an interview, Chase Palmy is probably the reason I'm here. I said that last night as well. Just had such a fire and determination to win this thing. You know, I truly believed sophomore and junior year I could win it. Obviously, it was a great pool of guys last year, as it always is in the middleweights. So it hurt a lot, you know. But I try to turn it into a positive. I think about it every single day. And like I said, it's probably a big reason I'm sitting here in front of you guys today.
Does it mean anything to win an NCAA title close to St. Patrick's Day?
I didn't really think of it, but sounds good, yeah.
That was quite a battle, though. You guys went at it. I mean, that was a very competitive match, and you had to battle till the end on that one. A lot of your other matches weren't quite as close. Were there any points there where you thought maybe it was going to start becoming tougher for you to finish it off?
Doubts always cross your mind. It's always a battle, an internal struggle. Your mind's kind of a funny thing. Sometimes you have those negative thoughts come in your mind, and I think I did a much better job this year of pushing those away and having my coaches support me, and along with my own willpower, just remind myself that I'm the best guy in the country. I work so hard. If I push the pace, no one can stay with me. I think I finally won that internal battle in my mind.
Have you ever met Harkness, the first NCAA champion?
I met him real quick. Just, hi, I'm John Harkness, I'm JP O'Connor. I think when I was a freshman. Haven't gotten a chance to speak with him. His picture, a couple pictures are on the wall of a wrestling room. I've looked up to him since I've been at Harvard. Obviously, him and Jesse Jansen, those are the two guys I was trying to, follow in their footsteps and pave my own path and join the ranks of those guys. And, I can't believe I'm finally saying that.
People compare you to Jesse Jansen. Do you like those comparisons?
Oh, Jesse is, as great as a wrestler he is, he's an unbelievable guy too. I think he's still, if he put his shoes back on and started training, I think he could very easily, not very easily, but he could be right up there, making an Olympic team, a world team. He was a university world champion, winning in straight sets, straight periods, 2 periods against every single person. So he's unbelievable. Also a New York guy, 4-time New York State champ. His name has been in my mind for a long time now. I'm so happy to be even mentioned, right next to Jesse.
You want to continue wrestling? I know you're going into the medical field at some point.
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, it's been my dream since I was a little boy, watching the Olympics. When I got a little older, starting to watch some tape of the World Championships. I can't think of anything better than representing the United States of America in a World Championship or an Olympic Championships. So I'm gonna push and train while my body still allows me, at least until 2012, and then start thinking about my medical career after that.
So, it sounds like you're passionate about the sport.
I love it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I'm so fortunate. I'm so lucky to. My father was a basketball player. Randomly, kind of got pushed into the sport from my primary school gym teacher. He was the varsity wrestling coach, and he must have recognized I was a tough little crap running around in PE class, and he said, "Why don't you come and be our manager? Check out our varsity wrestling practices." And I went there with my best buddy, and we grew up together, training together. And my parents have. I'm so fortunate to have the family that I do. They travel around with me all over the country. So I owe a lot to them as well. And I absolutely love the sport.
Why Harvard?
I grew up 45 minutes from Cornell. I thought I was going to be part of the Big Red. I really did. I developed a good relationship with their coaching staff. I love the guys on the team. We're still buddies. But I took my trip. My parents pushed me to be open-minded. Cornell's a great school. They loved Cornell, but wanting me to take my trips, and you know, they were as much of a part of the process as I was. You know, they were talking to the coaches as well, and I know Coach Weiss, you know, sitting back here, he won their hearts, and he also won mine. And you know, I loved my trip to Harvard. I loved everything about it. It was definitely a change, a little more cultural diversity in Cambridge than there is in Oxford, New York, and it was a welcome change. And you know, with the support of my family, I was able to realize that, and I could not be happier.
Academics and athletics, I mean, that's part of the Ivy League experience. How does someone get to your level as an athlete and still be able to maintain, you know, the academic expectation that comes with going to a school like Harvard?
Hard work and discipline. That's really, you know, time management. That's discipline is a huge part of that. Hard work is a huge part of that. You know, it's amazing what you can do. I've been blessed. You know, I believe physically and mentally I've definitely been blessed, but I am not the smartest kid at Harvard. Sometimes I feel like I'm one of the dumbest kids at Harvard, but I know a lot of guys who are smarter than me, you know, talking about SAT scores or whatever you want to talk about as a judge of, you know, intelligence. But I have, you know, a higher GPA solely because I work harder, and you know, wrestling has taught me so much, and I think a lot of who I am is a result of the sport of wrestling, you know, kind of molding me into this person that I am today.
Any more questions? Okay.